Welcome to Wealth Coffee Chats, folks, for your daily live updates. Get the most out of today's episode by participating in the chat. Make sure you ask some questions, be part of the conversation, have a bit of fun, grab a coffee or a tea, take some notes, and get ready to start your day, folks. Quick few housekeeping rules, though. No spamming, no advertising or self-promotion in the chat. That's not on. Be kind and respectful to everyone when participating. And most of all, have a good time. Real estate investing can be your biggest asset. It also can be your most expensive asset when it comes to getting it right or getting it wrong, folks. It can be time-consuming, stressful, and that's why here at Positive, we have what's called a 6-star team, a full-service team that provides integrated wealth and property investing solutions and services simply designed to help you progress towards your goal of passive income through your property portfolio, folks. Make sure you check out our other podcasts on the Positive Mentor Network. Not only is there Wealth Coffee Chats, there's the Urban Property Investor. Drops every Wednesday with straight talking investing strategies and lessons with Sam Saggers. Property Investor Tales. This is where our clients, you guys, share real life stories from property investing, hosted by some of our advisors and strategists. And that's done every fortnight, dropping every Monday. Wealth, Wine and Wisdom, folks, that debriefs the week that was in the world of finance and property, hosted by yours truly, Jason Witten and Andy Fenton on Fridays. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chats. Marvellous Monday. Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are. If you think it's Get Rich Quick, you're in the wrong place. This is the wrong podcast. This is the wrong live for you. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat. Hope you're all awesome and well.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Friday edition of Wealth Coffee Chat. I'm your host today. My name is Damien. I hope you're having a great Friday morning, and also I hope you're having a great week, and I hope you finish it off quite well. Just to give you a brief background of myself, I'm a mortgage broker here at the Positive Money. And I've been in the financial industry for over 13, 14 years, but I've also been a broker for about 5 of them. What we're going to be talking about today is, have you actually got the right loan structure with your current lender? Now, the topic, why I've picked this topic today is that, look, we know that it's actually coming up now to the end of financial year. And in the financial industry, it's the quite busiest time at the moment. And we just want to make sure that with your current lender, and if you're going through them direct, or if you're actually going through a broker, do you actually know that you actually have the right structure when you actually settle that loan? And I'll go through a few stories about that. And just have a look at your current loan structure. Is it the right one for you? Does it suit you for now and for the future? What actually happened was, I had a client that came to me that had a loan structure that they needed to get ready for settlement. And what happened is that they went to their current lender, and the lender said to them that, look, we can actually make this work for you, but we actually need to have someone else on their actual current loan. So they actually had husband and wife, but they needed someone extra to support them to actually have the right loan structure and the right loan for them. And they actually thought, they go into the lender and thought, okay, why is that? Why is actually that the right way? And sometimes the lenders will just say, look, if you want to make this work, if you want to make settlement on time, you actually have to have this right loan structure. And they were a bit confused about it, and just making sure that, they thought, we better get a second opinion. And they came to me. And when they came to me, they said, look, Damien, we've gone to our current lender. They've told us that this is the right loan structure for us to actually make settlement happen. And what do you think? Do you think this is right? And I had a look at it, and I said, well, look, you've got settlement coming up in a week or two. And I think I can actually make it happen without actually putting a third person onto your particular loan. But at that time, I actually couldn't make that happen because the titles are already registered with all the 3 names, and we had to actually go through the process of actually having 3 people on that particular loan. But then after 3 to 6 months, when settlement all being finally completed, I actually restructured their actual current home loan. And by looking at that, we actually made it work and put it back to the husband and wife. And now they're more than happier to actually having that right loan structure in that. So if you put in the chat, do you actually have the right loan structure? And if you do, what kind of questions do you think you should be asking the current lenders or your current broker? Another way that we can also look at different loan structures is that I had another client where they actually had two securities linked to their loans, which is what's called cross creditalized. And then they also had two loans because the two loans that they were trying to go for with one particular security wasn't supported enough. And by saying that, so they actually got told to actually have two securities to make their borrowing power a lot better. But what actually happened was is that this client came to me, and what happened was is that we actually found out that the two properties weren't even there. They actually had one property against two loans. So what that meant is that they thought with their current lender that they actually had two properties and having more power to maybe get a third loan. And what actually happened was one of the securities wasn't even available on there. And so the two loans were actually more expensive than what the actual property was worth, not the other way around. So he said to me that, is this going to be right? And everything. So Sharon, great question. Is this going to assist me buying my next property? If you're looking at the right structure, absolutely. And it's making sure you can talk to the right people to making that happen. Because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that you have got the right structure to making sure that you can actually buy the next property and talking to the right people. That means either talking to your current broker or even talking to the brokers here at the Positive Group and making sure that we can give you the right opportunity to making that happen. So great question, Sharon. Thank you. But going back to my story, what actually happened was the security that they had wasn't available, and they actually lost the title. They lost actually that title, and we had to actually recreate a new title to refinance that particular property out of the lender into a new lender, and then having the other separate security and separate loan again, refinancing out with their current lender into a new lender. And both of their loans now are single properties. I mean, single properties against their single loans. And now they actually can do extra equity releases on both of those properties and then to buy in their next property, as what Sharon said as that question. But think about that with the structures that they've got. Some clients actually have loan structures where they're on fixed rates, which is part fixed, part variable, because they're thinking that, well, with the current fixed rates that they're currently on now, then it might not be what they were when it was in COVID time, around that 1.99% or even 2.99%. So they're just thinking, well, we just want to see what part of our fixed rate is on to making ensure that, want to see how the market is going, and then having the other part as fixed, as variable. But when that fixed rate comes off, when it expires and they've got two variable loans, quite a lot of people don't think, oh, do they leave it? Do they combine it back? Or do they create another loan to maybe get an equity release to buy in the next property? So these are the questions, or just making sure, have I got the right structure in place after when my fixed loan expires? Or do I relook at maybe re-fixing it again? So just asking the right questions with your current lender or asking the right questions with your current broker, making sure that you do have the right structure, because at the end of the day, you don't want that to cost you more money than what it is. And when you do settle, you want to make sure that you do actually have that right structure. So then you don't do variations after when that loan settles to make it right for you. Because at the end of the day, it should have been done in the right time, at the right place at the right time when you actually did it the first time around. You don't want to redo anything again to make it what it should have been the first time around. So think about this. Think about, do I have the right loan structure, and is it right for me? And if it's not, or if you just want to get a second opinion, talk to the right people. Talk to your current broker, or you're talking to us here at the Positive Money Group, that we will able to assist you to making sure you do have that right structure. So for the future, you know that you can actually get the next property for your future years, and keeping that for your legacy, for your children, for down the track. If anyone's got any questions at the moment, please put in the chat, and happy to answer those questions about the right loan structure that you have with your current lender. Please let me know. And please let me know if you feel like that you would like to have a chat with us about that. So again, if you feel like that your current loan structure, if you feel like, do I actually have the right current loan structure with my lender? Have a look at what you've got currently at the moment. Because at the end of the day, you don't want yourself to be costing more money on the structure that you have now, knowing that you're thinking when you had settlement that you know that, was this right for me? And did they do it right? How long does it take to refinance? Good question, Sharon. Look, with every lender that we do go through, there are different policies and different requirements that they actually do. So when you do talk to either a broker here at Positive Money, or even your current broker, ask them the question, what is the actual current turnaround time to make that happen? Because if you're with your current lender, or if you're going to be moving to a different lender, they do have different turnaround times. So making sure that you know that up front, because at the end of the day, you don't want to miss out on a new purchase that you might be looking for, or even looking for it going to an auction. So you want to make sure that when you do your refinance, and you do the right structure, if you're looking at refinancing and getting an equity release to buy in that next property, or even just making sure that you've got the right structure for your first property, ask that question. What is the actual turnaround time to refinance your current home loan? Because you just want to make sure that you actually do meet that target to either look at buying that next property, or even going for that auction. So make sure you do that, ask that question, because like I said, every lender does have different turnaround times to make that happen. Great question, Sharon. Thank you. But again, making sure that you do have the right loan structure is so important. And making sure that you, when you do split your loans, or even just looking at, like I said before, cross collateralization, is that right for you? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to lose out, or even having a misplaced property that you're thinking that you is linked to your current loan, that it wasn't actually there. And it could cost you more money to actually getting that title back, to refinancing that particular loan out, to them having new opportunities for you. Again, if you would like to talk to our Positive Money team here, please don't hesitate to send us an email, or go into our Facebook, or even just clicking on the YouTube page to liking this podcast, and we will be able to assist you with any sort of questions or inquiries on making sure that you do have the right loan structure. But also, if you're just wanting to talk about how to get in your information for you, you can also see there, we've got a little link there for you as well. So please check that out, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that you do have the right information for you, and hopefully we can help you out. Making sure you click on the link so you can book an appointment with us here at the Positive Money team, and myself and the other colleagues here will be able to help you out. So make sure you book an appointment with us, and check out our other podcasts, and also checking our Facebook page with the Positive Group. Thank you so much for coming in today and having a chat with me. I hope this was informative for you, and I hope you have a fantastic Friday. And also, I hope you finish off your week well, and enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much.
Episode of Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing when we go live. Improve your portfolio and investing game, folks, with Wealth Coffee Chats live every morning at 8:10 each weekday. Make sure you join us. Previous episodes are also available wherever you get your podcasts, folks, as well as our other podcasts from the 6 Star team here at positivementor.com.au.